Hi, my name is Emily, and this is Indie Book Reviews. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. It is January 1st. Well, not today, but when you're seeing this, it's January 1st. Unless you don't watch it on January 1st, then it's not. Let's stop talking about it. I hope you had a great end of your year. I'm making this review just a couple days after I finished Those That Burned because I got this book and I could not wait to read it. And I finished it super fast and I couldn't wait to talk about it. So here we are. Today we are talking about Cold Brew by Taylor Delong. I really hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I'm super sorry. I'm trying my best. I have a physical copy of this book. That's so fun. I went to a book fair in Manchester, New Hampshire called A Very Merry Bookmas, and there were a bunch of local indie authors, romance authors. So I got to stop at a few tables, talk to some authors, and I picked up this book because it has forced proximity, which you will come to know is like my favorite trope. And I got it signed. So our very brief synopsis of Cold Brew. When Brinley's best friend's brother offers up a spare room in his house, she must learn to hide her years-long crush on him. Unless maybe she doesn't actually need to, because it's a romance. You get it? I loved this book so much. I know it's another romance. I know I said I was going to try to branch out of it, and I will. But we're going to start off this new year with super, super positive vibes because I loved this book so much that I literally cannot help but immediately make a video on it. I was so excited to talk about this book, so here we are. Really brief spice warning, but if you're not a spice person, please don't click out. It is very easily skippable. 99% of this book is just so sweet and cute. I'm now a spokesperson for this book. I almost want to start with my overall feeling for this one, but no, it'll be a great ending. Okay, we're jumping right into it. Otherwise, I will just go off on a tangent, which I'm sure will happen, but we can't let it. So, writing quality I have at an 8.5. The way that I thought about this writing style was very much an inner monologue. You get dual point of view, so you have it from Brinley and also Griffin, who is the male main character, and it's very much in their head. It's casual. It's an informal writing style that I enjoyed because it makes me feel comfortable. It's very easy and fluid. It's relatable. And it's funny. So this inner monologue thing that was going on, it's not jarring by any means. It's nothing that is out of this world. It's just a very informal writing style that makes me feel like I'm really in their head, especially because it's first person dual point of view. But I'd also like to point out that the power behind this writing was I actually can't wrap my head around it because I'm still not sure if it was just me, if I was super, super tired, or it was really just sad. It wasn't sad at all, but I cried. And we'll get to that. But I cried. And while I was crying, I didn't know why I was crying. I don't know. But I cried. I giggled, I swooned, I kicked my feet, I cried. It was everything. I did everything. And mind you, I did it all within 72 hours because I ate this book up. Not sure what that was. Eating. But I love this writing style because it was super, super easy to read, to feel with. It was a good style of writing for understanding the characters more, especially in first person, because we got to really get in their head and understand their behaviors and where they're coming from, which is a really good thing because of the way this book goes. I'm actually so excited about this book that I just can't speak properly or put my thoughts together. So keep that in mind. Plot I also have at an 8.5 out of 10. My first note for this is just yes. Forced proximity. I will be highly rating any book with forced proximity. Probably. That's not a guarantee. Let's take back the fact that I ever said that. I love the forced proximity trope. When I was talking to Taylor I say that like I know her on a first name basis. I was talking to the author at their table and was asked, what are your favorite tropes? I thought, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you, but I can. And I did. It's forced proximity. I love forbidden love, which this has a taste of forbidden love, and that's why Taylor looked at me and said, Cold Brew. And that's why I ate this up. I was so excited to get to it. And obviously that was proven to be like the right way to feel. Because I just mentioned it, let's talk about the dual point of view in first person. So this was important for the plot. I love when it's useful to have both people's point of view, especially their inner monologue like I was talking about, because it was necessary for us as the reader to understand the plot, I think especially at the end, to sort of get an insight into these people's emotions and their feelings about their relationship. So I like the way that that was used for understanding and not just for entertainment. That's more of a writing style thing, isn't it? But it was used for plot. Take it as both. Realism. There was a realism in this story while also being the happy ending type thing. So while we did get our happy ending and I got to feel all the cutesy emotions that I get with a silly romance, there were some points of realism that were so subtly woven in. But I noticed, I think their dynamic was a little bit non-traditional, but also they did so much for each other that it was noticeable. I mean, because she does, this isn't a spoiler, she does house chores for him. And at first I'm like, girl, you're doing a lot for somebody who's not yours. But then I realized that he's doing a lot for her as well, just in a different way. What did this man do for her? He did stuff, I know it. He's a really nice guy. Oh, he made her French fries in the middle of the night? I remember that. They both did stuff for each other, just in different ways. Also, this is like, I really don't want to talk about spice on my channel, because it's just not my vibe. But I have to point out that the realism went in there as well. It was interesting and awkward, and I'm gonna leave it at that because I just can't. I literally can't. But because of the realism, it was sort of cliche in a non-cliche way. There were very much like relatable things going on, or like not things that I constantly see, but I mean, it was a best friend's brother roommate romance. But it wasn't as cliche as I would have expected it to be. Now don't get me wrong. I love a cliche. I do also value creativity and uniqueness, but I do love a cliche. Okay, let's move on to characters before I actually just like spend all night making this video. Characters, I have it a 9. I loved these characters. I was so invested in them immediately. They have definable personality traits, which you know is like, I love that. I love when somebody has uniquely definable personality traits and they're not like every other character I've read before. Brinley is organized. She is kind of anal about a lot of things, but she's just very, very loving and I think like soft on the inside, very cinnamon rolly type character. And Griffin is a quirky guy. He's not like super quirky. He's definitely like chill, but he's kind of quirky. Like, he's funny and driven, but he has a lot of self-doubt, and he's also kind of ditzy sometimes. She talks about, and by she, I mean Brinley, talks about how he uniquely like remembers some very specific things and forgets a lot of things as well, and that she just can't grasp how he does it. So I don't know, that was a fun personality trait that I haven't seen before. You know, just this like unpredictable memory in somebody. I don't know, that was fun. We did focus on the main characters largely. I think there's a lot of chapters where we don't even see any side characters. But the side characters, which I believe are individually written about in a like longer series, it's like a series with standalones, they were there and they played a part. So they all have their own like individual personalities that I'm sure could be read into more in other books. But they did play a part in the plot in this book, which I find that I really enjoy, rather than just side characters that are there to be there. They played a part in both Brinley's and Griffin's lives and their direct subplots. We also have Bernie. Now, I never met Bernie. We never meet Bernie. That's sad. I don't know. I haven't read the other books yet. But we know Bernie. We love Bernie. That's all I'll say. I have creativity rated at an 8. Griffin is opening a brewery. That's sick. He like makes beer in his dad's garage and he's opening a brewery. That's like his dream. That's so fun. There are a lot of breweries up here where I live in New Hampshire. So I don't know, that just like seemed like a really cool, fun idea, and I've never seen that before, so that was really creative to me. And they're all also connected to this ice cream shop and Bernie. We'll never meet Bernie. Maybe we will. I haven't read the other books yet. The main characters were really refreshing. They were just written so well. And like I said, they have these unique characteristics that were so much fun to read because it created this awesome, unique dynamic between the two of them. And also the writing style. Like the first thing I mentioned, this informal, very much how you would speak. Not how you would write, but how you would speak. That writing style was unique. It worked really well here. It totally drew me in. It made it really easy for me to keep going. So I loved that. Okay, now let's get to my favorite part, my overall feeling, which was a 10. Let me give a little bit of backstory. I started this book Friday night, Saturday night. I stayed up until 2 a.m. reading this book, which I do not frequently get to do because my fiance likes to go to bed early, but he wasn't there. So I got to stay up late and read. Absolutely riveting. And maybe it's because I was so unbelievably tired but couldn't put the book down. Maybe it's because my eyes were bloodshot and burning because it's 2 a.m. Why am I not asleep? There is a spot. Oh, I don't want to spoil it, but I want to spoil it so bad. I want to spoil it so I can talk about it. I cried. Okay, I'll give a spoiler without spoiler. Quote. This might be a rough quote. I don't know if it's an exact quote. Someone, but not me. Cry. Cry, 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 cry. Yes, that's my impression of me crying. Cry, cry, cry. Why am I crying at 2 a.m.? Why are you doing this to me? I read so much that night, picked it up immediately the next morning. I mean, literally rolled over in bed before I even got up, pick up the book and start reading it. And I did the same thing this morning. I was very busy yesterday, so I finished it early this morning, but so good. I just wanted to keep reading it. I was like obsessed with it. It was just 72 hours of obsession. I messaged the author late at night when they like the first little thing happens. I messaged Taylor and I'm like, again, why am I saying Taylor? I messaged the author and I'm like, oh my god! Like, mind you, I don't know this author. I've met them once. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this just happened. I was obsessed. I literally had so much fun reading this, and I think you will too. I really do. If you like contemporary romances, please, this was so good. The overall rating is an 8.8. I have to read more. I have to meet Bernie. Can I ever meet Bernie? Let's be honest. I don't know. I hope so. I'm just so excited. I don't really know how to end this, except this was an incredible book. For anybody who likes contemporary romance or forced proximity, I think this is a fantastic read. It's like 300 something pages, but again, the writing style is so easy. I just devoured it. It was easy, it wasn't time consuming, but it was so good. It was soul consuming, let's say that. So I recommend Cold Brew, and I really hope you enjoy it. If you read any of these books that I recommend, you should let me know. Let me know if you enjoyed it. I wonder if I have good taste. It's all subjective anyway, but subjectively, this book was awesome. Off the top of my head, I don't know where you could get it, but I will absolutely leave the links, as always, down in the description below, along with the link to my books. And believe it or not, I don't really talk about it because I'm a little embarrassed. It's my first book. It's super short, and I'm not sure how good it is because I haven't read it in a little while, but I do have a contemporary romance where they take a road trip across the country and get into a little bit of trouble out in California before they have to face consequences. Yeah, that was my first ever book. So like, if you're interested in reading that, you could, but you don't like have to or anything. But this one you have to. Legally, you're required. But thank you so much for listening to me ramble about another book that I really enjoyed because this is so much fun. Awesome start to the new year. I'm really excited to see what comes next. And if you have any recommendations, leave them in the comments below. I know I have my list to get through, but I really want something in a a different genre. So something mystery thriller, maybe historical fiction, maybe general fiction, I don't know, a memoir even. Go ahead, throw it at me. Make me get out of my comfort zone, because this was my comfort zone and I loved it. Okay, really. Enjoy the first week of the new year, and please keep reading and enjoy every single moment of it. Thank you so much for everything. See you next time.